called Stars, and that's what it's about. I was never one for singing what I really feel, except tonight I'm bringing everything I know that's real. Stars, they come and go. They come fast, they come slow. They go like the last light of the sun, all in a place. And all you see is glory. Hey, but it gets lonely there when there's no one here to share. We can shake it away if you hear a story. People lust for fame like athletes in a game. We all break our collarbones and come up swinging. Some of us are crowned and some of us are downed. Some are lost and never found. Most have seen it all. They live their lives in sad cafes and music halls. They always come up singing. Some make it when they're young, before the world has done its dirty job. Later on, someone will say, you've had your day, you must make way. But they'll never know the pain of living with a name you never owned, or the many years forgetting what you know too well, that the ones who gave the crown have been let down. You try to make amends without defending, perhaps pretending you never saw the eyes of grown men of 25 who all followed as you walked and asked for autographs or kissed you on the cheek. You never could believe they really loved you. Some make it when they're old. Perhaps they have a soul they're not afraid to bear, or perhaps there's nothing there. Stars, they come and go. They come fast, they come slow. They go like the last light of the sun, all in a blaze. And all you see is glory. But most have seen it all. Live their lives in sad cafes and music halls. They always have a story. Some women have a body men will want to see, so they put it on display. Some people play a fine guitar. I could listen to them play all day. Some ladies really move across the stage. Gee, they sure can dance. I guess I could learn how if I gave it half a chance. But I always feel so funny when my body tries to soar, and I always seem to worry about missing the next chord. So I guess there isn't anything to put out on display except the tunes. Whatever else I say, and anyway, that isn't really what I meant to say. I just meant to tell a story I lived from day to day. Stars, they come and go. They come fast, they come slow. They go like the last light of the sun, all in a blaze. And all you see is glory. Those who've seen it all live out their lives in sad cafes and music halls. We always have a story. So if you don't lose patience with my fumbling around, I'll come up singing for you, even when I'm down.